Hey.
And hello, everyone, and
Brandon, you're looking
welcome
foxy.
to tonight's session of RNG presents The Dark Veil.
The Dark Veil.
What is happening?
What are you talking about?
This is the acid trip episode.
Oh, I wasn't prepared.
Tonight's stream is sponsored by
A fox, apparently.
ADHD.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the tagline right there.
Yeah, this has totally thrown me entirely off of any semblance of a groove that I might have had. Good.
All about-
For those who are listening to the podcast later, Brandon is a fox.
Which also explains my Brandon, you look foxy today joke.
That's right.
Are you gonna be like that all night?
We'll find out.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what? What does the fox say?
Ah!
Got him.
Isn't it
Fox
crazy?
is about to say a lot of things. So you're having fun with your new computer then?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
I like how it tracks my blinking. Anyways. Yeah, we have a new stream transition and resolution. And, yeah. We've been gone for a little while. Let me refresh here. Mac was sick yesterday, but he's feeling a little better.
Less coughing today, thanks to medicine.
Mm-hmm. I don't think we have anything else to announce, do we?
Other than shouting out new followers, I'd say.
Oh yeah, I've already shouted them out when I was streaming.
Okay, then. Thanks for following.
Yeah.
Regardless.
But yeah, let's begin the recap. And let me take off this ridiculous disguise.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna lose it if it's just a different disguise underneath.
Yeah.
It's foxes all the way down.
You guys hear about? I was gonna ask.
There
about
we go.
Russia. There it is.
The real Brandon.
Yeah. Here I am. Look at my
there's
ears.
Aw.
Cute.
There's a program in Russia that's been working on breeding domesticated foxes for like 60 years. Have you guys heard about that?
No.
They're just
I'll never-
selectively breeding foxes to make them like friendlier and cuter. It's friendlier, but then cuter is like a weird byproduct of the process. Like they weren't looking for it. Their ears just got floppier and their tail started to get curlier, and it's just how it went.
So they're making dogs?
But like foxes.
Yeah. They're trying to make dogs out of foxes.
Yeah.
But, like, where's this happen at?
Russia.
The only good thing to come out of Russia. Thank you. I stand by that.
I feel like there's been more than that. Have you seen the movie Anastasia? Because I haven't, but a lot of people like it, so...
Anyways, when we last left off, our group of adventurers, having traveled to the city, the kingdom of Tenebrium, in search of an artificer to work on the machine in the dungeon, this strange contraption that had been discovered to be used to operate some sort of defense around the fort. it was told to them by a woman named Valina, who had been on the run from Tenebrium for about 10 years now. She had told them of an artificer named Aldert Ambrose, a kobold who was very talented and could possibly work on their machine, but at a pretty hefty sum, it was determined. After finding Aldert and introducing themselves and explaining what their needs were, after some rolling was done to persuade, you opened a portal in a tree and returned home safe and sound. As, let me see, actually gotta switch some people around. There we go. And as you all land on the grass outside of a tree near the audience chamber of Fort Varus, that is where we pick up tonight's session of RNG Presents The Dark Veil.
Ra-ta-ta-ta.
Oh, mercy. So we've like just walked out of the tree, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, welcome to Fort Ferris. It's not quite much right now, but it is home.
Yes, this does look like a bit of a dump, if I am being a little honest.
Can you dial back your honesty real quick?
This place is
You can
so
be honest
quaint.
and you can be kind.
Oh, thank you. It ain't much, but it's home. Also, we should really we ever thought about renaming Fort Ferris? I just thought about that. We can put a pin in that.
Pinned.
Anyways, the problem is at the main building.
I just want to do a quick sweep, make sure there's no wolves or something that's about to jump out so we can be like, you were trying to kill me.
Sure, go ahead, just make a perception check.
I think that's cocked. Natural one.
You take a look around, and you are just dazed by the beauty of the sunlight that is filtering in.
Oh, the tree is inside of the tree, the sun bubble.
Yes.
The sun dome.
Yep.
Tight. That's good news.
Trees inside the tree.
Man,
You have me dying over here.
and I guess let's go and see what we're looking at.
Yep.
I'll lead him inside.
Okay.
I'll usher him along like I'm herding a cat,
Sure.
and I'm gonna step upstairs for just 1 second. Don't stop for my account. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, so you begin to move inward, and you can see that you have your little entourage following suit. You have this gold kind of scaled kobold following you with a leather apron, several tools, fastened to his hip via, some leather straps, with these kind of metal, almost mechanical looking wings strapped, so almost like a vest. This cylindrical, almost trash can looking automaton, this humanoid-looking automaton, and then this pyramid, this prism-like automaton that walks around on, these two tiny little mechanical legs.
Are we inside? Are we able to get into the building okay without any incident or anything?
Yes.
Okay.
You walk up to the audience chamber doors and open them up, and everything is just as you left it before.
Just gonna call out, Caligast, we're back.
How long have we been gone?
It's been a couple of hours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like, not long though.
No. We popped out. We popped back.
Yeah. Magic is great.
You're currently looking at you're still actually on the 4th of Azanog. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun will be setting soon. And you call out into the open audience chamber as your voice echoes, as this chamber is enormous, and there's no response.
We should take you down to the machine, let you get started, because I know your time is valuable. But I do just want to check on a couple of our friends that we left here real quick. And I'm going to head upstairs to where the rooms are and see if...
Yeah. Don't worry, Eric. I'll take him. Okay, he's gone. I it's this way. You come follow me.
All right,
I'm not sure what Tyler was saying. I think I'm supposed to steal second base.
Saying I'm also going, but I'm doing a lot of plastic crinkling right now, so I was trying to be polite.
Steal second base. All right, so Eric, you begin to head upstairs. Rondon, you said that you were heading downstairs. You're leading them downstairs, or
leading them to the machine.
To the machine. Okay, gotcha. And then what is Dane doing?
He's going up with Eric.
Okay, sure. Okay.
It's stealing third at this point.
Right. So you all split off into different directions. Rondon, you begin to head downstairs, down the set of, where the kind of the feel of the place turns more into dungeon-esque instead of more of like a fort setting. And you begin to walk through the antechamber, and then you turn to the machine room. The rest of you begin to head upstairs to check on the various groups or actually it's just like 3 people, isn't it?
Yeah. Valina, Caligast, Alcaeus. Sybil was gone when we left.
Yeah, Sybil's gone. And strangely enough, you don't find them in the rooms.
Just a quick scan, if we're poking our heads into their rooms, does it look like are things in disarray, like something happened?
Just give me an investigation check.
Sure.
We literally live in a ruin. Everything's in disarray.
I know. That's a pretty good roll. What's my bonus? Dirty 20.
Nice.
The contents of the room seem relatively undisturbed. As far as what you can tell, they seem to be in normal positioning. Nothing that you could really gather here that tells you anything of interest, or rather anything that would draw your attention.
Okay. Just turning to Dane. I know they did talk about that the dungeons might be safer than up here if anything were to happen. So I don't think this is a cause for concern yet, but we should make sure that they're okay.
I hope we didn't leave them to their deaths, and by extension bring Ambrose back to one. We should be all right, I think. I hope.
Yeah, no. That we don't need to get that dark that quick. Let's go take a look around.
How long have you been traveling with me?
Yeah, okay, fair.
That's just where I'm at.
Just one step away from talking about his dead fiance.
Do, 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 do. I can't make violin noises with my mouth, so that's what you're getting.
The sad rock.
So we will head back down towards the machines and the dungeon, and just hopefully see something on the way that makes us think we've got our friends.
Sure. You begin to head down, and Rondon, as you meet with the door to the room that leads to the, we'll just call it the machine room. You open the door with your little entourage following suit, and you can see the light from the shard of the machine, kind of, casting a light as you walk in.
All right, I think Eric said it was broken over here. I honestly sometimes space out when he starts talking about like big complex stuff. It's in this general. He's just pointing the whole machine in this general area. That is broken or breaking or one of the two. I think you're the professional here, not me.
I'm picturing Rondon in the wrong room entirely.
This is a refrigerator.
If you could get this up and running too, that'd be great. I could use it to store food.
You step inside the room, and you begin to see that some of the equipment there is shooting off some like sparks. There seems to be something very obviously wrong with the machine, and it takes you a little while to notice. Your passive perception isn't the greatest, but it almost comes to you a little too late. That you begin to see a smear of blood on the ground, and just as you notice that, there is a sword that plunges itself into your back as you see these two large three-creen, shrouded in shade and shadow, descend from the ceiling.
Oh shit.
And I need you guys to roll initiative.
Oh. Way to start off this stream. Son of a bitch.
We get back and, hey, let's split the party.
Yeah, immediately. Goodness.
I just thought Caligas was just, in the loo, in the toilet,
Yeah.
He's like, this is my privacy time, please don't interrupt. I will come out when I need to come out.
And give me just a second here.
Yes, sir. our friends are dead, I'm gonna be so sad.
I know.
Wait a second. We're the things that were like following us in like the caves like forever ago. Were they 3 cream?
Like the knights of whatever, like the assassins
Yeah.
down in the Crystal Caverns. They were.
Yeah. Were they following us?
The things that we fought in the dungeons below here were hook horrors. Those are a different thing.
Yeah.
Are you
All right.
talking like 2 weeks ago, or are you talking like a year ago when we were under Onor?
I think under Onor. I don't know why I'm trying to say with the Australian accent.
Because
It's in-
everyone on TikTok's going, Onor!
Yeah, it's it's the mouth shape, and I'm
Yep.
like, I can't help it.
Oh, mercy.
But also, Onor,
Mhm.
Onor.
they're all down here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, those ones that were following us down in the Crystal Caverns had a cool name too. Their little band.
Knights of something.
All right. So is everyone in the map now?
Yes.
I'm opening it at this moment. Yes.
Also, a very cool map. I love it.
Thanks. What?
The automatons?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to zoom in to see these guys.
Love it. Oh, I gotta adjust my health, apparently. So-
All right. So, what happens first as one of these descends upon you?
We get initiatives?
Oh, that's right. I don't know why. I just accepted the auto roll. We haven't done this in a while, guys. Don't blame me.
It has been a little while.
Okay, Eric.
22.
22. Okay, excellent. Rondon.
15.
15. Okay. Dane.
16.
16. Okay.
Man, we all rolled pretty well tonight.
Yeah.
GG.
I seldom roll initiative in double digits, so
Yeah, I think I'm trying to build up my speed so I can actually like get a better initiative roll.
I think it's your dex.
That's right, my dex.
What the
Is
hell?
that humming noise? Is that humming noise music or is your mic
Sounds like a fan.
hot?
Is there a humming noise?
Yeah,
Let me see.
better.
That's gone.
Yep.
God.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay then. All right. So, with the surprise round here,
Am I still able to do reactions in surprise rounds?
not when you're surprised. No.
Okay, I just wanted to double check.
I think after his initiative passes.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
Uh,
wanted to double
so, with advantage, that's only a 16.
Miss.
All right, and then the second one. 21.
just hits. That is my AC.
An AC of 21. Holy crap!
So you take 17 points of slashing damage as this great sword, the first strike, which was going to pierce you completely, you managed to slightly move out of the way, and the blade kind of slid off of the armor. The second one, you see this large 3-crane descend, bringing its large great sword down, and it seems to just clip your shoulder as you kind of stumble backwards. Now it is Eric's turn.
Okay, so we were
Sorry.
just on our way down here. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
Right. Mind if I add some flavor? I yell out just just to set the scene. Like, just son of a bitch!
And hearing Mac, I'm sorry, not hearing Mac, hearing Rondon.
Max just in the corner. Guys, how did I get here? This happened again. No.
Eric's going to come running in, and I think probably can judge the situation pretty quickly that who the good guys and the bad guys are. So I'm gonna move myself in a little bit here, and we're just gonna start with an Eldritch Boom. Oh wait, no, that would hit Rondon as well. No, I'm not.
I mean, I could take it depending on how much damage you give out, because I'm over 100.
But I wouldn't open with that. So we're gonna do an Eldritch Blast instead, splitting the beams between them. And at what level am I? 11. So I've got a third beam now. Okay.
Oh shit!
So
Ooh, baby.
2 of them into.
I'm gonna attack the trash can.
2 of them into the one that is closer to the door, number 1, and 1 of them into number 2.
Okay.
So for the 2 that go into number 1, we've got I was going to say we've got a nat 20 and then look at the other die, but I should just say that's 2 nat 20s.
Oh shit!
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, no joke.
God
Nat
damn!
20s. I rolled
Way
2
to start this off.
dice and
Yes.
they both came up 20.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're going to start with those, and that's going to be 10 points of damage from one beam, 4 points on the other, so that's 14 total on him. But it also knocks him back 10 feet, straight line away from me.
Boom.
And then number 2, ooh, that's not very good. 18 total?
18 points of damage total?
No, 18 to hit.
18 does not hit.
Yeah. And that bonus action. Do I have any good bonus action stuff I want to do? No, that's my turn.
All right. So at the end of that turn, it is actually the first dark 3-creen here, and seeing that you've stepped into the room, it is. Well, actually. Actually, you know what? It's gonna step right now. This is a tough one. Yeah. So it's actually not going to approach you. You can see that from this kind of almost like bone-like mask that it wears on its face. You can see that there is this kind of mixture of black and white energy, and you can see that it almost shoots it with its entire body out, and just this blast out as it hits you. Well, it shoots at you with its vengeful spirit. With a natural 20 on the first one, and a 13 on the second one.
At me, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah. So obviously the nat 20 hits, the 13 does not.
Okay. So... Shoot. Just 1 second, guys. So you end up taking 30 points of necrotic damage.
Wow. Wowzers.
As it shoots you with this kind of this ball of energy, and it will. Yeah, it's gonna do this. So it's gonna go, and you see it actually. It does move forward. Right here, and you can see that as it steps forward. There's this moment where its body almost becomes like shadow itself, and it stretches impossibly thin and moves through Rondon. Rondon, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as it phases right past you.
All right, con is +8. Let's go. Oh, hell yeah. That is 27.
27 succeeds. So you can feel this dark influence beginning to almost like shred your body, but you manage to hold fast or hold steady rather and take no damage at all.
Nice. Does it get an opportunity, or do I get an attack of opportunity on it?
You do not. This is technically a teleport.
Okay. Just want to double check.
So now it is Aldert Ambrose's turn. And he just screams out, "What is going on? You assured me that I would be safe here!" And he's just going to fly up and out of the room. And Dane. Yeah, and Dane, it's your turn now.
All right. As he's flying past and I'm running into the room, I'm going to say I only said it'd be safer now than it would be later. And I'm going to come in. I'm going to step over Eric. Unless I can pass through. Well, if Eric can pass through my space, can I also probably vice versa?
It's not the same.
Trip right
so you
over
move at half speed through him.
You're now prone.
So that would end my movement in his square.
So then you'd end it right before then.
Okay.
Sorry, Dane.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Do I have line of sight on them?
Let me double check. You have line of sight on number 2.
Okay. Let me double check. Oh, good lord. There it is. Okay. I'm going to try for a charm person. I'm going to cast it at 2nd level, which allows me to target 2 creatures, and it does not specify a creature I can see. Just says that they have to be within 30 feet of each other. So
Okay.
that would be a wisdom saving throw, please.
As you fling the spell out, you notice that it does not have any effect on them. There is something unnatural about these creatures.
Cool. Great. Wonderful.
But you got me charmed.
Yeah. Ooh. You just like wink.
Oh, just it's that what's his name? Seth Rogen like photo. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Hits me right in the shoulder.
So yeah, I run in and I kind of run my hand down the staff and then hold it out for the spell, and seeing it has no effect. All right, that's not going to work again, and I will wild shape into the I didn't think about this. I thought that was going to work, so I didn't plan ahead. It's the Dangel.
The Dangel. Okay, perfect.
Wait, no, I'm not. Have I short rested since we left for Tenebrium?
You haven't, no.
Okay, then I had to wild shape into the Hollyphant to get us to Tenebrium. So I don't have any wild shapes left. So for my bonus action instead, I'm going to Dream Shift, so I'm harder to hit and harder to kill.
Excellent.
And that's my turn. Thank you.
All right. So now you see the motorized trash can. It is their turn. And it approaches you, Eric, and you can just hear this unit's designation S7H4T, and there is this this spray bottle of indiscernible liquid that kind of comes out of one of the hatches on its side, and you can just see this like mist just kind of spritz you. It's like, tss, 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 tss. And you can suddenly see that your wounds begin to close. As it casts cure wounds.
Nice.
So let's see here. It's gonna do a second level.
Ooh, your mic's getting hot again.
My mic?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're peeking a little bit.
Let me adjust. I have different settings on my Zoom mic than I do on my stream mic. How's that? Is that a little better?
About the same.
Not really.
Let me lower it. What about now? Is that too
You
quiet?
turn it back. Yeah,
Back
turn
a
it
little
up
bit.
How about now? Is this better?
Perfect.
That's pretty good.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So you heal 7 points of damage.
All right. Hey, thanks, 759. Thank you.
And it will just move a little bit further out to not block. So now it's Rondon's turn.
Alrighty. Sorry, I just saw that in chat that Carla gave me inspiration, so just
Aw.
let her know. Thank you, Carla.
Oh, excellent.
I appreciate it. All right, so I'm gonna start willing on number 2, who's right in front of me, and and just be like, "You son of a bitch! I can't believe you betray me like this in my own house." And yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Sorry, so I'm gonna use my bonus action first and enact the Hill Rune. So So my skin starts to get a little bit thicker, a little bit denser, and I can no longer take bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage for a minute. And then I start attacking.
I think it's just resistance.
Right,
Yeah, I
that's
think
what I
that's
meant
a
to
little
say.
too strong there.
Yeah, no,
Nope.
I meant to say I'm
Immunity.
You can't hurt me anymore, Brandon. 21 to hit.
21 just hits.
Perfect.
But
That's terrifying. Oh, I hate the butts.
It will use its reaction to boost its AC by 2, so that misses.
Okay.
So you can just see that it grabs its giant greatsword and it moves it just in the way where it parries your strike and deflects the blow entirely.
Alrighty. Then I will use for my second attack 23.
23 does hit, yeah, so go ahead and roll damage.
I rolled a 10 and then a 12. I was like, oh, I need 2 more anyways. That's a D12 plus 7 plus a D4. That is 11. And then, oh, nice. 15 damage. And then I'm going to follow it up by enacting the fire rune on it.
Okay.
But it needs to make a strength save of 16 or more.
That is a 22.
You know what? I think it'll pass.
So you can see that as you extend your hand, and the fiery chains seem to almost come out from your hands and just kind of like heat the air around it. You can see that it wraps around this creature, and the shadow seems to just almost dissolve the chains as they just fall away.
It's like, you know, I'm still working on this one. I don't use it a lot, and I should. Next time it will work.
Does it still take damage or no?
Just the damage that I gave it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. It only hurt it if it was shackled.
Okay.
And I think that's my turn because I don't have anything else for it.
All right. So it brings us to 7H053. Let's see here. You can see that from its pointed tip, there is this strange kind of needle that sticks out. And you can see that it begins to turn red and vibrate, and suddenly there is this wave of red energy that almost pulses out in a ring, just boom. And you can feel yourselves grow a little stronger. You can see this kind of red aura emanate from you all. Not exactly sure what it means at this time. However, it then moves behind this creature, and you can see this this strange bladed weapon, almost like a saw almost, and you can just hear the whirring as it begins to carve through the air. And let's see if it hits with advantage because it's flanking. Oh, that barely hits. Okay, so the first one hits, and then the second one misses. So the shade ends up taking 11 points of damage.
That's what we're talking about. Just inch him down bit by bit.
And now it is this one's turn, the second shade. And it will it's going to use its ability. You can see this, the Sharp Shadow ability, as it passes through 7H053. Needs to make a con save, which it succeeds with a natural 20.
Nice.
Nice.
And then it begins its strike. So you can see this large greatsword suddenly wind up with the first one hits.
I'm gonna do a runic shield on it.
Okay, so it rolls again,
re-roll.
with disadvantage. That misses. All right, so the first
Keep
one,
these robots alive.
yeah. So the first one, the shield comes up as you extend your hand out, and it just shatters as it absorbs the first blow. The second one actually misses, and the third is a natural 20. Holy shit!
Yeek.
So 19. What's 19 plus 16?
35.
35 points of damage to it. As you can see, the greatsword finally hits and slams down to this automaton, dealing a great amount of damage to it.
Oh,
You can see that they are. I mean, this robot here is most definitely the most suited for combat. However, they don't seem, particularly hardy, especially not for this kind of, creature that's menacing it.
mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna have to pay him more for this.
And it is now 7H15's turn. And it turns to you, Eric, and it just says, I believe it's time to die.
What? No.
Hello?
I don't think so.
And it just runs. That's all it said. So now it is, and you can see that from one of the corners of the room, you can see that a weary and damaged Alcaeus has now begun to stand up and just, begins to make his way to the center of the room, though at a slower pace. And you can see that also Caligast, who is also in the room, begins to make his way a little forward, just slowly inching the way. You can see that normally Caligast seems to hover above the ground, but at this point you can see that he is almost like dragging himself, almost as though the energy is leaving him.
Rolling around like a little meatball.
And Valina actually will stay there. So we bring it back to the top of the round, which is Eric Mugweed.
Okay. Just moving straight into the room and looking at number. I don't know what these robots are gonna know. I'm gonna look at number 1 and with my relatively new thorned wand, hold it out and let an aura of that purple energy come out and try and surround number 1 there and lock it in place with hold monster.
Okay.
So it's a wisdom saving throw.
You said number 1?
Yes.
Wisdom saving throw. That's a 4.
All right, that is a failure, believe it or not.
All right, and so they are paralyzed. Shit.
They get to make a another save at the end of each of their turns.
Okay. So you can see their body begins to lock up, and the shadow around them seems to almost recede, like closer to their form as they kind of just drop and kind of like almost like hunched over as their body just begins to quiver.
I can't cast a spell with my bonus action because I did one as my action, correct?
Right. You can normally cast a spell as a bonus action and then like a cantrip, but not like a full spell. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Then I believe my turn is done.
Okay. Unless you had something that you wanted to do, like something else you wanted to do as bonus action. If you have one.
Nah, I'm cool.
Okay. So that brings us to the Shade, actually, and it is their turn as they are paralyzed, and you said that they can repeat it at the end of their turn?
Right.
All right. That's a 4 again.
Oh, yeah. Excellent.
So they stay there, just paralyzed, unable to move. Now it is Aldert Ambrose's turn. He is currently not completely fleeing. He's just standing in the hallway. And Dane, it is now your turn.
All right. Seeing Eric's successful attempts to magic these guys, I'm going to step in. So I've got line of sight on 2 again, and I'm going to cast Polymorph. I'll kind of slam the Apexis Flora into the ground and begin to wave my hands, and I'll hold my hand out again. And he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
I'm so sorry, Tyler. You can see that as you target this creature, you can see that their form is immutable. You can see that their form begins to change into a creature, but the shadow grows outside of it and reforms its shape again.
So I've got my hand out with this confident look on my face, and then, oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
It has the immutable form trait.
It's never done this before.
Of course it do. Of course it do. All right, well then, as a bonus action...
This is worse than you putting yourself to sleep.
Is it though?
Well, that one was funnier. This one's just in a
funny.
bad situation.
Yeah.
Well, let's not forget about Dane Frog.
We are gonna forget about Dane Frog. As a bonus action, I'll just cast Shillelagh on the Apexis Flora, just in case. And that's my turn. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Could you put Dream Shift on yourself as well?
I can't.
All right. And Mac, if you could put Hill Rune on yourself too.
You betcha.
All right, so it comes to 7H4T. It begins to wheel out, just completely oblivious to the dangers around it, and you can see that it pulls out all of these kind of mechanical tools. Why did you write it like that? Why did you write it like that, Tyler?
What are you talking about?
I see it. Okay.
Fine, I'll fix it.
And you begin to see that it begins to repair 7H053. Actually, oh wow, that's a lot better than what it did for you. Mike.
Well, that's okay. This thing, yeah. 7H053 is hurting pretty bad. It needs it.
And that is its turn. Now it is your turn, Rondon.
Alrighty. All right, so I am bonus action giant smite. So I am gonna be large and get in charge. And I am gonna start wheeling on number 1. Because he is paralyzed and down. So you gotta kick him while they're down. And this is advantage on rolls because they're paralyzed.
This is advantage, yep, and if you hit, it is a critical hit.
Perfect.
Whoops.
So that is... I forgot what my hill... Or my... Okay. 25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
So that's max damage then? No.
No, it's
Double damage.
Double damage, yep. So you can either choose to roll double the amount of dice that you have, or you can choose to just double the rolled number at the end.
Yeah, I'm just rolling the die twice.
Okay.
So that's 7 plus 9, 16 plus another 7, 20, 23 plus 2d4s. 27, 29 damage on that first hit.
All right, 29 points of damage as you bring the axe down onto it. Crack!
That is 27 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh, baby. That's a full 12 on that first roll. 16, 7, 23, 25, 28, 32 damage on that last hit.
32 points of damage. Slam down the axe on it. You can see
And
that
then
it's doing pretty rough. Go ahead.
Sorry, and then another D8 for Giant Smite.
Oh, sure.
Ooh, another 6 damage.
Boom.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm working up a sweat over here. Thank you, Eric, for holding them still.
Hopefully he'll stay put for a little bit longer and you can finish it off.
Please. That's the dream.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn. It's movement, bonus action, and action.
All right, so it comes to 7H053, and it will attempt to strike out at this one in front of it. That is going to be a miss on the first one and a miss on the second one. You can see that it is desperately trying to carve through this large assassin without any luck. And is now the second one's turn. And it is going to come up right to you, Eric. And it is just going to unleash its attacks on you, seeing as it saw you cast the spell.
Yep.
And so that is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yep.
Runic Shield.
Okay, so reroll. That's a 20 to hit.
Still hits.
Okay.
Dang it.
Good try.
Second attack
Thanks anyway.
is a 21.
Yeah, it hits.
And the last one is a 23.
All three
Golly.
hit. Give me the damage separately because I got to roll 3 concentration checks.
Okay. So the first one's 19 damage.
Okay. So it doesn't matter. I failed on the first one.
Okay.
So 19 damage from that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And concentration broken, so he's not paralyzed anymore.
Gotcha. Second one is 15 points of damage.
I knew I should have action surged.
And the last one is 13 points of damage. So just wham, wham, wham. It's full fury down upon you. And that is its turn. It is now 7H15.
Just me giving Eric so many praise. Like, oh man, Eric, you're just so great. And just constantly getting slammed.
It just runs across the room screaming, "It's time to die." It is now Alcaeus' turn. He is going to... Actually, you know what? He's going to use his action and his movement to get up to you, Eric. And he can't really do much else, but he's going to try to draw the attention of this creature. He just starts screaming, "Hey! Hey, leave him alone!"
Oh, okay, that's not a good move. Don't do that. I'm gonna die, man.
Caligas continues to kind of drag across the floor. Velina stays... Actually, you know what? Let me roll. Yeah, she's gonna stay there. And Eric, it's your turn. You are bleeding profusely. You have, cuts and scratches and gashes, and you have this large looming 3-green shadow assassin in front of you.
Right in front of me, so even an opportunity attack or anything. Ugh. Dang. Okay. God. I'm just gonna call to Alcaeus. Help Calagast and get out of here. And drawing out Charles, the magic sword of disease curing and black lightning bolts. gonna pull him out, and he just starts vibrating in my hand. Wah, 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 wah. And wheel it around, but not hit with it. Instead, at pretty short range here, I'm going to try and shoot a lightning bolt at it. Can I do that at this distance?
At which one? Number 2?
The one right in front of me. Number 2.
It depends on what it says on the object there. Let me check.
It says you can target a creature within 30 feet with a black lightning bolt.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. You can just make the attack.
Okay. So
it's not a specific range or melee. It's just
right.
Do it.
It's just a target.
Yep.
Okay. So I think the spirit of Booming Blade means even though I'm doing wah wah wah, that would not come into play here because I'm not using it as a melee weapon.
Well, don't sell yourself short. Let me read the wordings first.
Booming Blade specifically says melee attack.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
God, this may not be enough. Spell attack. Dirty 20.
That does not hit. But it can.
Oh, you know what? Before I sell my soul to the DM, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I've already sold my soul to Umbros Smoothman.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Dark One's favor.
Yeah, I use Dark One's favor. So I
Okay.
get to add a D10 to that, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So that turns that 20 into a 26.
Even with the reaction to parry, that would still hit.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So let me pull the description of the item back up so I can make sure I'm getting this right. I'm going to put a 5th level spell slot into this.
Okay.
So I'm going to add 5d10 to the d8 that it normally does. Okay. So it's 5 plus 1, 2. 34 points of damage.
34 points of damage. Just double check here. Okay, and this is lightning damage, right?
Yes. Let's see. Yes.
Okay. Perfect. So the magical bolt streaks out and just electrifies this creature as it rears back at the strike. Doing a pretty hefty sum.
And the black lightning shoots out into it, and Eric screams out as the lightning comes into his hands, and the sword falls to the ground along with Eric, and he's down.
So just this electrical explosion. You can now see that the shade of Onor up here is just going to... it's going to use a sharp shadow and move past you, Rondon. Make a Constitution saving throw. Did you say something? You're muted.
I realized I was muted. I'm sorry. 27.
27
Sorry.
definitely succeeds. Like, damn, this is a long ass roll.
I'm just really milking it. It's just rolling in slow motion.
Yeah. So you take no damage. However, it turns around and you can see that this strange shadow energy shoots out from it as it strikes you with its vengeful spirit. So that's going to be... First one's a 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
And the second one is a 14 to hit.
But that misses, thankfully.
Alright, so just the first one hits. You do end up taking 19 points of necrotic damage. As the shadow does seep into you, and you can feel this kind of this degrading of your natural body mass, almost as if it's eating you from the inside.
It's hurting my tummy. Why would you do this?
And let's see. That is his turn, actually.
All right.
It is now Ambrose's turn. Let me see here. You can see that from the hallway, they actually do end up looking at the shade there, and you can see them procure this vial of green substance from their hip and throw it at the shade. With a 20 total to hit, that doesn't hit, as you see this vial of acid suddenly fall just a little short and begin to like sizzle on the floor as it breaks open.
I dance away from it a little bit.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Oh shit! He said dance away. I was like, ooh, shimmy.
Cha 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 cha.
Gotta get away from this shit.
Dane, it is now your turn. You have this large assassin 3-creen shade creature near you. Eric has fallen to the ground unconscious.
I am... Can I see that the one right in front of me is hurt?
You can, yes. There is, even though it is shrouded in, shadow, there is some tangibility to it. You can see that it is wearing some kind of black chitinous armor. It's obviously got some kind of bone mask on it, and there is some wear and tear and gashes where you can see that Rondon did lay pretty heavily into it.
Sure. And I'll ask you quick for some clarification on one of my homebrew features.
Mm-hmm.
The Path of Dreams and Nightmares.
Yep.
The sleep spell.
Mm-hmm.
I can cast it once without using a spell slot at any level that I have a spell slot for.
That's right.
I don't have any remaining 6th level spell slots, but I have 6th level available to me.
Oh, interesting. What's the wording say?
Well, I had it up a second ago, but I lost it.
That's okay.
I've been bouncing back and forth between all of my options.
I know.
You've got me in a panic. Here. So the wording is, additionally, you may cast it once per long rest at any level without expending a spell slot and may re-roll any die that rolls a 1 when cast.
There
But
you go.
you said
That's it.
You said it's levels that I have available to me. Because I can't just cast it at 9th level for fun.
Right. What I mean by that is that, like, a level that you can cast it at, essentially.
I'm a high enough level to cast 6th level spells, so I can cast it at 6th level.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to cast a 6th level sleep centered, like, right behind me.
Uh-huh.
So it catches me and it in the radius and not anybody else.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll 15d8.
Keep in mind that if your hit points are lower than its hit points, you're going to get put to sleep first.
Yikers.
So you
That's a
want to
good
put
point.
it. You want to put it in an area where it will get hit, and you won't, or nobody else will, because it targets the lowest health creature first.
Right. Mac, do you remember how much damage you did to it?
At least 3.
At least 3.
Yeah, that's like the minimum right there. I want to say somewhere around 70 to 80 damage. If I was a smarter man, I'd be writing down all the damage I've been doing.
I think of that every time we're in combat, and I never do it. butts, man. Crap.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Is there a way you can heal Eric from a distance?
Oh, absolutely there is.
He needs to make the choice
Fresh.
of dealing with the thing that's about to like slam him in front of him, or pick up Eric, which is already on the ground, but it'll waste his one spell for the round.
Right.
Mm.
And for many combats, I've been stuck in the loop of, all right, you're back up. Oh, you're back down. All right, healed you. You're back down. Healed you. Back down. And it's just a recurring waste of whatever.
Let me just bleed out. It's cool.
Okay.
No. Okay, I'm gonna take the attack of opportunity.
Hold up. Wait. If I may interject, let the trash can heal Eric.
Okay, sure.
The I've been drinking this like sports drink, and it makes my like gums really red. So it looks really weird when I smile because it looks like something is wrong with it.
Right. So I'm going to take that attack of opportunity.
Okay, so you move away. It gets a swing at you with disadvantage because you are dream shifted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoops. Show stat block. Disadvantage. That's a 16.
16 hits.
Oof.
Really? Wow.
My AC is 15.
Ugh.
I rely really heavily on wild shapes, and I have none wild shapes.
That's
So
fair.
So you take 11 points of damage, but you're dream shifted, so you take 5.
cool.
Nice.
D&D Beyond and Tarask 5. Cool. I'm going to center my sleep right here, so it's just that thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll 15d8. It's probably overkill, but why not cast it at the highest level possible?
Also, if I start hitting it, Tyler, will it wake up?
It will.
Okay.
So go deal with the thing that's looming over Eric. I yell as I'm casting this spell.
But I think I can get this one.
You yell as you cast the spell, and the shade turns to look at you as you say that.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. It's 15d8, so I'm gonna do it in groups of 5. And
Also use.
I get to
D&D
I get to
Beyond.
re-roll ones,
Mhm.
so it's difficult to do when it just rolls a bunch of digital dice.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah, this feature
Sorry.
makes the sleep spell actually feel good instead of being like, oh, well, you didn't roll high enough, nothing happens.
right. I need a math paper. $19 for the first set, right? 8, 17, 19, yes.
I'm so glad that my internet didn't cut out again.
Yeah.
Don't say that, Brandon.
Start knocking on wood.
Oh, no!
You did knock on wood fast enough, Brandon.
All right, and that is 16, 19, 25, 30. 72 is the number.
Okay. You notice that it doesn't seem to. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine three times in a row. No, it is not immune to sleep. I'll tell you that much.
I would fall on my sword, literally.
You just need to flex the middle finger.
I'll let you describe this. How do you wanna do this? How do you wanna lull it to sleep? You
So,
succeed, by the way.
Thank you. As I kind of take a step back and I take the slash from its sword, right?
Yes, it has a large greatsword.
I'm gonna be like rustling the leaves on the Apexis flora, and there's gonna be this light blue sand that's gonna be glinting and kind of shaking off, and then it's going to kind of swirl around its head and into its eyes like the Sandman. And I'm gonna say very softly, but in Rondon. Well, I'm gonna say it in Rondon's head. This will give us a minute. Get the other one, and he will curl up and lay down. And just do one of these.
Okay. Just slowly begins to, loosen its muscles and just lay down on the ground, and eventually the shadow recedes completely into it. No effect emanating from it whatsoever.
Okay. Interesting. As a bonus action, I'm going to turn to number 2. I'll give him one of these.
Give him one of what? I didn't see.
Give him one of these.
Okay.
I'm just talking big game that I can't back up. That's
okay. All right.
That's my turn. Thank you.
All right. Excellent. Now it is 7H14T's turn. And it will move right here, and
Okay, go on the other side of Eric. Make some room for me.
Beep boop, beep boop.
Thank you.
And it's going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Ooh. But he's only going to heal the bad guys.
Oh.
So this doesn't do
die.
a terribly high amount of healing, but it will get everyone. So everyone heals 5 hit points.
All right. I will take it.
Back up to full.
Yeah.
And so does Alcaeus.
Nope, not what I wanted.
The only one who doesn't get healed by this is Velina. That is 7H14T's turn. It's now Rondon, your turn. You can see your buddy Eric just barely conscious, laying on the floor, prone, and you can see the large, shade 3 Kreen now, curled up in a ball on the ground.
Yeah. So if I move right around here, is that flanking with Alcaeus?
It is not. No, this is the
Okay.
space that's flanking with Alcaeus.
Okay, then I think I have enough movement to put myself on the other side of this guy, going around.
I think there's a machine there.
Isn't this the machine up here?
This is the machine right here. So you would be.
Oh. Okay.
Well, this is the sphere. The machine is everywhere in this room, actually.
Okay. So if I
Everything
put
here is the machine.
Oh, I guess if I put myself right here, then it'll be flanking with the trash can.
That's right.
Perfect.
It's flanking with the trash can and with not with Eric. No, wait. Yeah, with the trash can.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Just what I wanted. All right, I'm gonna start attacking.
Go for it.
Sorry, very dark over here. 22.
22 would hit, but it uses its reaction to parry. The giant greatsword, it raises it up and just deflects your axe as it just slams onto the ground.
27 for the second one.
That definitely hits.
All right. It's 2 plus 7, 9, 10, 11. Well, wow. 3 ones in a row. 12 damage for that first hit.
12 damage. All right.
I'm going to action surge.
There you go.
Let me mark that off. There it is. So, you think I would get like at least one natural 20 with rolling advantage, but I'll take 24 to hit.
That hits.
And then 3 plus 7, 12. 16, 19, 21 damage for that first hit.
21, all right. Boom.
Then maths is hard. 25 to hit for the second one.
That hits.
All right. Ooh, baby. That's what I like to see. 12 plus 7, 19. Then I'm going to go all out. I'm going to release the timbers.
Oh, shit. All right.
So that's 19, 20, 25, 29.
29.
31, 33, 35, and then another D8 for Giant's Might. So 38 damage.
38 points of damage. Slam as the charges explode into it.
And then I think I still have a bonus action, unless Action Surge was bonus action. Nope, that's a special action. So bonus action, Oculus Macabre.
Okay.
Another 25 to hit.
That hits.
So D8 plus 5. Oh, nice. That's full damage. 8 plus 5. 13 plus another D6. 13. Nice. 17 more damage.
You only get the d6 once per turn, even with an action surge.
Oh, the D6 was for the Oculus Macabre.
Oh, right. The psychic damage. Right. My bad.
Yep.
My bad. So what was the total?
No worries. Did I say 17?
I think you said 17.
Okay, yep. Oh, yeah, yep, 17.
17. How do you want to do this, Rondon?
Yes.
It's like, don't mess with Eric.
Just this body just keeps crumpling more and more. You can hear the cracking of each successive strike of its carapace just shattering in front of you, and you can hear that it sounds like almost like rock breaking, something cracking, this great resounding sound just echoing through the chamber as it is just pulverized into nothing.
Oh, just Eric, you good? You alive?
Yeah, barely. Thanks, Rondon.
And it's not a moment after that is said that you can see that its body somehow becomes volatile and begins to rumble and roil. And I need everyone within 15 feet to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Come on. Come on, baby. 21.
23.
21, 23 succeed. So you take no damage. Alcaeus.
That's about how much I can spare.
Yeah.
Alcaeus takes 12 points of necrotic damage. Um, 7H053 succeeds, takes no damage. 7H4T takes 12 points of necrotic damage. And is that your turn, Rondon?
That is, I am beat.
But beat.
Babate.
I don't know what I was trying to say with the first one, but it happened.
It is now 7H053's turn. As you can see, its legs suddenly recede back into its form, and it just becomes a pyramid on the ground. Seven H15 runs over to you, Eric. Just smiling at you and says, "Did you die yet?" And it is Alcaeus' turn. And he's going to run up to you, and he actually pulls out a common healing potion and feeds it to you, Eric.
Oh.
Eric, now awake. Oh, what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah. No, he grabs it and just like breaks it on your face.
I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. He says, am I bleeding or am I healing?
Regardless, you heal 4 points.
But you take 5 points in glass damage.
And glass damage. Alright, Caligast is still dragging themselves along the floor. He's gonna just give you a big old kiss, Dane.
Hook her up.
Valina's gonna stay where she is. And Eric, it's your turn. You are hurting, my friend.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up and picking up Charles as I do so and kind of using him to support myself. So point down into the floor, and I'm just supporting myself with that, and then I'll step down there. That's all the movement I have. And call out to Dane. Are we waking this thing up? And I'm going to ready in action with Charles. That when it wakes up, I'm gonna fire a lightning bolt.
Okay, perfect. It is now the Shade's turn, and it is, barely moving, unconscious. That is its turn. It is now Aldert Ambrose's turn, and he's gonna start wandering his way back into the chamber. Dane, it's your turn.
I wouldn't get too close to that. And then stepping forward to Eric. And as I'm walking, I will cast Mass Cure Wounds at 5th level.
Okay.
Gonna roll on Diddy Beyond. Ooh, that really... So 24 hit points to Eric, Alcaeus, Rondon, Cat... Well, wait.
24 in total?
24 each. Let me double check.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, I need to correct I need to make sure I'm like doing the range properly and not just throwing stuff around. Yeah, that'll get...
The shade.
No.
Bring back to life.
Yeah.
Up to 6 creatures. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, everyone who's hurt, 24 hit points.
Nice. I am almost at full health again.
Except the shade. Not the shade.
You sure?
We could do it.
You could really use a
Sure.
healing right now.
That's all right. And as I cast that, I'll ask, are we going to kill it or question it?
Well, I don't think it's wanted to give us some answers.
We have to wait till it wakes up.
Well, they weren't doing so much talking beforehand.
That's my turn.
All right. It is now 7H4T's turn, and they are just going to, as the heal bot that they are, they're just going to pump some more healing into you, Eric.
Oh, it has no effect on constructs. That's why they didn't get their things. Did Caligas get his 24 points?
No, but I'll do that right now.
Okay. But the automatons would not, assuming they're constructs.
That's right. Eric, you heal 7.
Thank you, 7H4T. I know your designation.
Part of its like cylindrical trash can exterior turns rosy. It's like blushing.
The seam at the lid just kind of curls into a smile.
There you go. That is its turn. And Rondon, it's now your turn. You've got
This is love.
You've got like this kind of like black gooey matter on you that seems to almost be evaporating as time goes on. You can kind of see like the kind of trails of smoke lifting up from where you are.
Well, this is not the normal usual excrement that we get when we get into fights like this.
I'm just used to being covered in shit.
We did spend 2 sessions in the sewers.
Yeah, and you swam in it.
I did. I dolphin swam in it.
Yeah. You're like, oh, look at that piece of shit floating past me.
And
Just
you're like,
duty water.
just doing the dolphin clap.
I think I remember you like rolling, or like me rolling for you to see if you got like a disease or an infection.
Yeah. And I thought to look for that, and you were like, dang it. Anyway, Rondon, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You good. Alrighty, let's kill this thing. So seeing it's asleep, it get advantage on it as well.
Yes, you get advantage on the first strike, and if you hit, it's a crit, but only on the first strike.
Because then it'll wake up.
Right.
Makes sense. Righty, let's do max damage. 26 to hit.
Hits.
It spun around quite a bit. That's 9, 16, 23, and then a D4.
23 doubled.
Yeah, that was me rolling the d12 twice. So 23, 26 damage for that first hit.
How much was it again?
26.
26 points of damage.
We know he had less than 72 to start.
True.
There we go. It now wakes up.
All right, and for that second attack, come on, baby. Ooh, yes, 24 to hit.
That hits. Yep, even with the parry. Go ahead.
I'm rolling good tonight. That is 15.
No eating here tonight. I don't know why I just thought of that.
18. 22, and then D8 for Giant Smite. 22. 25 damage.
25 points of damage on the second strike.
All right, and then my
Blam.
auto attack with the Oculus Macabre. Ooh, 20. That won't hit.
It will not hit. So you slam it twice, kind of sucker punching it as it just what is it called?
Is it too late
Comes to
burn
consciousness.
Is it too late to burn my inspiration?
Is this the one that Carla gave you?
Yep.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, cool. What's my inspiration die?
You just roll again. It's advantage.
Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. Same number.
Oh, okay.
I rolled another 11.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Carla. That was my bonus action. Yeah, that's. Hold on, let me see if I get any more special actions. Sorry. Yep, no, that's it.
All right. Yeah. So with the two strikes, it rests from consciousness, and it seeing that last strike come at it, you can see it just puts its giant greatsword up. The axe slides off of it and just chunks a piece of the ground off.
Does that trigger my?
Yes, you can
Ready
see that it
action?
puts its hands on the ground, ready to like lift itself up, as the crackling lightning seems to build at the sword,
Yeah.
at the sword's tip.
Just like Eric, go! It's your turn.
Spikes out at it. And it was lifting itself up, and it hits the ground right underneath where it had been.
Oh
Because a 13 is not going to cut it.
no, unless you want it to.
Trying to make deals with the devil again.
No, it's on death's door.
Okay, that's what you think. It now comes to 7H053. It is going to run up to it, seeing that it has now stood up, and it sees Rondon attacking it, and it is going to
still
try.
be prone, right?
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
For flavor, like starting to rise, but
So it is going to attempt to strike out. That misses. That misses. Yeah. So they don't really have a high to hit bonus, but they try. Let's see. 7H15 runs up to you, Eric, and says, "Can I get you a glass of water?"
Yeah, that'd be great. But maybe later, because the only door out of here is kind of occupied right now.
Of course, yes.
I'm gonna yell, can I get some sparkling water?
And that is its turn. Alcaeus is going to... He's going to run up to it now that he's been healed, and he's going to actually swing.
Ooh, okay, yes.
With a 21! So it would hit. However, he uses his reaction to parry. But that's his reaction burn. You can see that Alcaeus brandishing what looks like a club of some kind. Just, walks up to it, or runs up to it to bop it on the head, and the sword just deflects it. Calagast is just going to stay there. Valina is going to stay there. So now it is Eric, your turn.
Did Dane go? I know I read it in action, so maybe I'm just confused.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rondon's after Dane in initiative, like immediately, so
Gotcha.
we're just back to the top.
Right, yeah.
All right, well, I don't want to get close to it because I'm scared of these things, but I will just, I hate to be a one-trick pony, but I'm going to shoot another lightning bolt at it.
Okay.
Oh, this is better because it shouldn't have its reaction. 21?
21 just hits, yep.
And I'm going to throw another 5th level spell slot into this.
Okay.
So this will either knock me back down or kill it and heal me up.
So you can hear the crackling and the buzzing as the blade seems to almost like lift up everyone's hairs up, and you can feel just the electricity in the air as your arm hairs all stand up on ends as it builds and builds and builds.
$35 points of lightning damage.
Woo! How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
So this this lightning shoots out from Charles into this thing as it's standing up, and there's almost a connection between the sword and the creature, and then just one final big burst of electricity shoots out and kind of fries him a little bit, and then the sword actually glows a little bit, and some of Eric's wounds close somewhat.
All right, and so it just falls to the ground, charred, as that concludes combat, and we will take a break there.
All right. Woo. That was tough, guys.
That was tough.
It was big, scary.
I did not play that well, strategy wise.
Tell me about it.
All right,
Yeah.
so we'll be back at 15 after with some more for the second half. But yeah, see you guys in a bit. And hello, and welcome back. Rip the stream, I guess. Jeez, we went back, or we went offline, and then we got raided. Eggman, thank you for the raid. Party of 7, and thanks, Kimmy Cat Gaming, for the follow. Appreciate ya.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Kim. Yeah, that's our new transition that I've been working on forever. I had to learn what's it called? Adobe After Effects for that.
Oh.
I had to learn the program, and oh god, it was a fucking headache because no tutorials were really obvious online, and so it was just a headache. But yeah, it paid off because it looks really sick. But yeah, thank you for the raid. We're back from break now. So bringing us back in, the party having defended themselves against the shades of Onor. These three Kreen, which are humanoid, insectoid people, wreathed in flame, sort of assassins that were, or rather that they were knights in the past, but they were exiled from their home due to their practices and cruel treatment of different criminals and other folk alike. but our party seems to have fended them off for now. And one thing that I didn't resolve as the battle ended is that as the second shade falls, I need you guys to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's right.
Dirty 20.
You succeed.
11.
You do not succeed.
26.
You what?
26.
Oh, okay.
I heard 1d6.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
I rolled the wrong die.
So Eric, you take. Oh, that's pretty generous, actually. That's a 3 points of damage.
Ow!
I'm
Eric's
gonna
down again.
ruthlessly beat this shadow monster again.
As it collapses into just, remains of this creature, which just begin to evaporate into the smoke.
I'm gonna move its body to the corner. He's like, "Here, let me just get this out of the way. It's a little inconvenient." And then I'm gonna go to number 2 and grab its body and also drag it to the corner. Start a body pile.
Sure.
Is there anything left of them?
You can certainly make an investigation check.
Eric, will you help me see if there's anything left of these things?
Yeah, let's take a look.
All right. I'll let you take the helm on this. I think you might have a better idea what's going on than I have.
Well, I'm down here closer to the ground where they are, so yeah,
Right,
that makes
right.
sense. Sure.
So I'll help you.
Okay. Nat 20.
Hey!
Woo!
Damn.
I would have rolled a 10, so that's good.
While you're investigating, you can see that 7H15 approaches you, Eric, with some sort of, glass receptacle for water, but the water looks questionable.
Thank you. Where'd you get this?
There was a puddle in the corner of the room.
I appreciate it. Okay, thank you very much. And I'm gonna turn back towards the body so that my back is to him, and just kind of try and pour it out.
Okay.
And I will mentally tell Eric, it can tell when you're being dishonest.
I forgot about that.
The robot responds, "My feelings are hurt, and I will remember this."
I didn't mean to offend you, but I'm sorry.
It's like when you're playing a video game and it's just like in the top corner, just like they will remember.
Everyone
this.
dislikes that.
Yeah, everyone
Everyone
disliked that. Exactly. All right, so you begin to investigate the remains as go ahead and just move your character up to them, and then I'll tell you what you find. You find a colossal greatsword on each of them that seems to be infused with some kind of magic. You can obviously tell it is magical. And it may have something to do with how they were, why they were doing so much damage as well. You can also find what looks like this, almost like a badge of some kind. It looks like a white, rounded badge, flat, but it looks like there are like two black eyes on one side of it, and it seems to be kind of pulsing with some kind of white energy. It reminds you of one of the attacks that they had actually shot at you. As well as In total, let me just give me 2 seconds here. You find 279 quill on them.
Each or total?
Total.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, each of these guys are just like walking around with some serious coin in them. But then again, we're also walking around with some serious coin in us.
Yeah, I think we each had like minimum 4,000 last session. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was enough that we're each able to contribute 1,000 and say, yeah, whatever, no big deal.
Yeah, sure. I'll mentally again to Eric. I think it would probably go well to pass this on to Ambrose.
That's a good thought. He probably has repairs that he'll need to pay for on his bots here.
I jump into this think train. I was honestly thinking about the same thing.
Rondon's just thinking by himself. I agree.
Yeah, where even is he? Where is he in the room? He's like up here.
Yeah.
He's muttering to himself.
Well, I mean, outside of it, all that, I'd probably be like just shrinking back down and going to Ambrose, just like, all right, yeah, I think it's safe now.
Gotcha. The last thing that you find is the cloaks that they were wearing also seem to be emanating some strange shadowy effect.
Right. I am very interested in seeing what these do, but perhaps we should hold that off for later, eh?
Yeah, I can spend some time and find out exactly what these things are, but maybe this isn't exactly the moment to do it.
I want to cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
And just kind of make a sweep of the room, check for any other thinking creatures within 60 feet of where I am. Like as I do a perimeter, I want to see if there's any other thinking creatures other than the ones that I know about in this room.
I see. You begin to scan the room, taking your time to walk carefully.
Also, I'm sorry, I want to correct myself. 30 feet, not 60 feet. I was looking at the wrong spell.
Ah. Well, in that case, no, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Yeah, you take a lap around the room, and nothing pings your magical radar.
Okay. And then I guess as I'm coming to the end, I just want to get surface thoughts on Ambrose.
Surface thoughts, you can see that he's kind of looking into the room, and you can just hear, damn, that was pretty fucking cool. Damn.
And as the spell drops individually to each Eric and Rondon, he was impressed.
I agree. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think he was impressed. Was he impressed?
I can see it in his brain.
Dave's eyes are just going like
Calagast, what happened here?
Well, it was not long after you departed that the very same shades of Onor that had been trailing you appeared, almost in a serendipitously opportune time. They must have been scouting, keeping their eye on you, waiting for the perfect time to strike. They must have known that you would use your magic to leave and return, hoping to catch you weaker than you would normally be.
Well, they were right about that. Did they say anything? They didn't seem to hurt you too much. So were they waiting for
I'll have to go to therapy for weeks now, man.
I know.
Fortunately, Rondon's a therapist.
He just has the clipboard in front of him, and he's like, I can't understand anything. It's
wearing glasses.
Yeah. I can't read.
Who gave me a license to practice?
I'm sorry, I cut you off. What did you say?
I don't know. Did they say anything about what they wanted with us, with you?
No, they didn't speak. I find it very strange, almost as if they could communicate without words.
Yeah, anything that can do that is pretty evil.
Detestable. Nah.
My eyes are still just.
Dane, focus right here, right here.
Focused.
Right here.
Well, I'm sorry this happened. I'm glad that you're okay. Is there anything you need?
Just some time. Though physically my wounds seem to be sealed with the magic provided. I need some rest.
No, not right here. I'm gonna pick up Caligas and carry him to his room like a toddler.
Sure.
Well, I guess it's more like this.
Yeah.
Well, you can support from the bottom, hold from the back. Come on, it's natural. Like it's natural.
Natural
hold.
what, Mac?
It's a natural dad hold, man.
Yeah, rub it in. Oh, I've accomplished something in life and you haven't.
Fuck, where's this going?
I'm just putting words in Mac's mouth that he's, making fun of me for not being a dad.
Sure.
Yeah. Tyler, why don't you just never mind.
Anyways, yes, let's move on from wherever that was going, because I don't want to know.
Yep.
I want to try and get a read on Valina, because I know she didn't really move during the battle. Is she? What's her demeanor?
Make an insight check.
Insight. Okay. 2.
It's hard to tell, but she doesn't seem to be wanting to move from where she is.
Valina, you okay? They didn't hurt you, did they?
You can see that she peers out from behind what seems like some kind of metal pipe or connecting piece of a machine that seems to be discarded off to the side. And there is some blood that she appears to be kind of trying to press her hand to a wound as she stands up. You can see like the trail of some dried blood on her arm.
7H4T, I hate to call on you again. Are you able to help our friend?
This unit's designation is 7H4T, and you can see that they begin to wheel over in that direction, and once again, the little it's almost like a gloved hand comes out with a spritz bottle. And she let me see. Let me just expend the spell slot there. But the healing magic does come out, and you can see that the wounds begin to heal as her demeanor does noticeably change a little bit as she walks out from behind that space and begins to approach the group. Kind of pats the garbage can looking robot and smiles at it and says, "Thanks, 7H4T." She begins to approach everyone, and she says, "That has been more eventful than I've ever really seen in these last 10 years. Thank you for saving us."
Yeah, it was no sweat. I mean, welcome to the overworld, I guess. But overground, as we like to call it. I get. Anyways, we got a machine to repair.
She looks around. She's like looks at all of you.
just glad that you're safe, and looks like you just hurt a little bit, but that'll heal real nice.
Yeah, that nifty little robot thing helped me.
I was honestly gonna find it, just between you and me. I was gonna find it at one point, but now I think it's very useful, very kind.
I guess as I finish my loop around the room, I'll come back over and I'll kind of announce to the room, and as I do, I'll just kind of lay a hand on Alcase's kind of shoulder shell part thing, whatever's here. I don't know, bug anatomy.
They're humanoid, so yeah, they have like
just kind of like a familiar like, "Hey, I'm glad you're all right," whatever. And I'll kind of announce to the room, "I'm pretty certain we're alone now. If there is anything else, they're hiding very well from me. Ambrose, I'm sorry that this is what we came back to. But this is what we need to defend ourselves from. That's why we need your help."
And you should very well be sorry. This is going to cost you extra, I hope you know.
We did find some, Eric.
They had this on it, and of course, this seems like you should at least go towards the repairs of your constructs here. And I'm going to give him all of the quill that was found there.
Okay. Well, it's a start, but I have to admit I was a little impressed.
I will again mentally. I told you. To these two.
It was also fascinating to see my inventions being tested and, deployed.
Two of them really pulled their weight, and I think you've got maybe a little work to do on this one, depending on what its intended function is. But
It stands behind you and just like, just like it looks.
Time to die.
Yeah.
Then you like turn around, back massage, sir.
More water.
It's bubbling and green. Actual acid.
Oh man.
I would understand if you don't want, if this is all a little overwhelming and you need some time, but if you're interested in taking a look at the machine, this is it here. And it wasn't doing the sparking that it's doing now when we first turned it on. That started later and doesn't seem like it's probably supposed to do that.
This is very interesting. I must admit, I've seen my fair share of arcane machinery in my days, but nothing quite so large and as complex as this. It will take me some time to work on this, and I trust you'll keep me safe in the meantime, but this is something that will take me more than just a few hours. I presume you can accommodate my stay?
Oh yeah,
Of course.
you got plenty of rooms, plenty of land, and you got the world's best chef.
Who's that?
Me, that's me.
Oh,
Ronton Timbers.
never heard of
I mean,
you.
That's refreshing. But you'll taste my spiced potatoes recipe that I've been working on so hard.
Your spiced potato recipe.
Yeah. Came up with it myself.
Wow, it's refreshing to hear someone have such an original idea.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, one bite, send you straight to heaven. It's not gonna kill you. It's gonna send your taste buds to heaven because it tastes so great.
We're gonna poison you.
7815 just looks at Ambrose and just says, just
This
shrug.
guy's an enigma. Well, anyways, I think these we could take these bodies outside, right? Or does it look like they're like actively decaying rapidly? Like they're gonna disappear.
You're unsure? You can make a nature check if you'd like.
Okay. Nature's not bad. But that roll was bad. That's a 7.
You're unsure. All you can see is, their corpses are still there physically, and there does seem to be some kind of smoke or vapor lifting off of them, like this black vapor lifting off of them. But you're unsure if you were to leave them, if they would disappear entirely on their own, or if they would just sit there and fester.
All right. Well, so I'm gonna just take care of these bodies while you get started, so you don't have to work in the same room with
Get the snow shovel.
with 2 dead bodies in here, because that'd be just mad uncomfortable. So I'll take care of these. You can make yourself right at home, and if you need anything, coffee, food, water's handled by your guy. He's still waiting on that sparkled water though, but I can make you some food and some coffee if you like.
Yes, wait a second. And he kind of pushes past you. That girl looks familiar. I can't quite place her. Have I met you before? And you can see Velina just straighten up and just panic.
She was the one who recommended you to us.
Said we were the best artificer in Tenebrium.
Rana just mumbles in Tenebris.
Where do we exist in this world?
Really asking the big questions, Rondon. But she is here. She's a friend under our protection.
I see. Very well. I suppose I've seen the work ahead of me. I'll have you show you to my room.
It may take some time to prepare your chambers. Do you have a preference? Ground floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor.
Makes no difference to me.
Right.
Just make it
for your
comfy.
automatons.
They can settle wherever, but I would like to keep a close eye on them.
Of course. Go ahead, Mike.
I want to get a read on what's his name, Ambrose, with his reaction to Valina there.
Sure.
Does he feel like this is something that, this is information I'll have to keep and use for my benefit later?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Reroll my nat 1.
Woo! Halfling.
Yeah. Insight is a +0, so that's an 18.
Hey.
Digital whispers.
Hey.
I'll send you something.
Whispers. So this is love. Mm-hmm. Don't know why I got this song stuck in my head. It's a good one.
Was it what's her name? Stacey Ryan that did it in French?
I wouldn't be surprised.
It was
Yeah.
so nice. Tonight's
Jazz?
stream is brought to you by a cartoon fox. While they're doing the whispers. Looks like he's done, so I don't have to say any more.
I will say, French and jazz just
Son of a gun.
go together.
It's me.
I think this is where Rondon lands on his axe and just dies.
Just open mouth.
Are whispers resolved? Can I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I will head upstairs, find a room that has not yet been occupied, take the golems with me, and get to work cleaning, tidying. See if I can find some birds to pluck feathers out of to make the bed softer. You know.
All you got is pigeons. Sorry.
I'll wild shape into the rockling and then just have them pluck all my feathers really gently so it doesn't cause any damage. And then hope that they're still there when I Dane shape again.
They turn into individual hairs.
Gosh. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that.
Make this the YouTube thumbnail.
I don't know if I can do that. Maybe.
Okay, no more of that.
I'm gonna schlep stuff that I can carry from the bodies upstairs to the audience chamber and start working on identifying.
The objects, no, because Rondon said he was taking care of the actual corpses, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So the great swords, which I'm probably going to have to drag on the ground because they're huge. The cloaks, the badges, Did they each have one of those badges?
Correct.
So I'm just checking what I wrote. Great swords, badges, cloaks. We already gave away the quills. I think that's it.
All right, excellent. So let me transition us to the audience chamber then.
Is this an updated map?
I think this is the first time you've seen it since you guys have cleaned
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Still a bunch of blood on the ground, but hey, you can't win them all.
Man, all right.
We'll say that Alcaeus retreats to his quarters. Caligast will... Yeah, he'll also retreat to his quarters. So I guess it's just the three of you then. And... Well, no, Dane is off on the upper floor. We'll put him up here. And Eric is identifying stuff. And Rondon, you are... We'll say you're outside. Dealing with the bodies. Let's see. Bum bum. 2 more shades of Onor appear.
Oh!
And they die.
Instantly.
Just sheer fright from seeing Rondon Timbers.
Oh no.
Wait, is that Rondon? Ugh.
Look how far I can zoom in on this. Isn't that crazy? Anyways.
Tarrasque.io, everyone.
Yeah. Such a great tool.
Also, the sound of your roller it just
Yeah.
sounds like. Wah, wah, wah.
Why?
Yeah, see?
As we're preparing chambers, I guess, can I be there kind of directing but short resting? As the golems will again, we're finding a room that hasn't been occupied. Just cleaning out rubble.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, short resting counts as what? Light activity, right? Something like that?
Short rest is a period of downtime, at least 1 hour long. Nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending to wounds.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's how I'll short rest that way. Let me know when that's...
Excellent. So, Eric.
Yes.
You begin to sift through their belongings, and so, the cloak that you found on each of their bodies, you identify as something called Sharp Shadow, which is... It is a cloak that requires attunement, that allows you to use Misty Step as a bonus action, recharging on a 5 or a 6. But whenever you use it, you force creatures that you pass through to make a DC 16 Constitution save, or take 2d6 necrotic damage, or none on a success.
2d6 necrotic.
And so it's a cloak. It does require attunement. But it essentially gives you like a free teleport outside of combat, which is sick.
Yeah.
The other thing that you found was
real quick, Max and my names are
They're
flip-flop.
They're flipped. Oh, sure. There we go. um,
Great swords.
yes, the great swords. So they're called pure nails. And what the heck?
What? Oh,
What keeps happening?
I don't know what we're saying.
It's like Samsung Dex is causing my
oh.
my computer to like malfunction.
Oh, weird.
That's what you get for using a Samsung.
Shut up. Hold on. I don't know what's going on actually. It says that we're still live, but I can't see any of the audio, and our videos aren't working either. The veil got him. That's funny. What is happening?
Can y'all hear us?
I can hear you. Oh, wait. Everyone is audible. Okay. But our videos aren't working. Is that right?
Right. Weird. 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 Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, that is weird. Okay, I got it. Nope. Hold on. It's the settings on it's the settings on the stream actually. Okay, we're back.
Okay.
I think that our it says your stream is experiencing issues. I don't know what's going on. Okay, anyways.
I think my life's experiencing issues.
Yeah. We dropped a
Tell
lot
me
of
about
frames.
it.
But that's okay. We'll just press on. We'll just press on. Okay.
All right.
So the swords, they're called pure nails. And essentially they are great swords. They do the regular 2d6 damage, but they do an additional 2d6 damage if the wielder is above half their hit points. This is also an attuned item. Yeah, everyone is sort of back. We're like, we've dropped a lot of frames for some reason.
Wow. Okay.
And then the last thing is these are magic items. They're little badges. They're called Vengeful Spirit. This is an attuned item. It is a ranged weapon that recharges on a 5 or a 6. And it does 3d8 plus your constitution. So it scales off your constitution. It does 3d8 plus your constitution modifier plus an additional 2d6 necrotic damage. But again, only if you are above more than half your hit points.
So if you're below half your hit points, does it do any damage at all?
It does. It just doesn't do the extra 2d6.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm just going to run through them real fast to make sure I got it right. Sharp Shadow is the cloak. It's a mist. Everything requires attunement.
Correct.
Sharp Shadow lets you do a Misty Step, recharges on a 5 or a 6, and if you move through a creature, it does 2d6 necrotic damage. They have a DC 16 con save to avoid the damage.
Correct.
The sword is pure nails. It does 2d6 damage, and then if you have over 50% of your hit points, it does an extra 2d6.
Yes.
And then the badge is a range attack that also recharges on a 5 or a 6. It does 3d8 plus your con modifier. And if you have over half your hit points, it does an extra 2d6 necrotic.
Correct.
Cool. Got it. These are all pretty cool.
I wish they didn't take attunement, but
Yeah, no kidding.
that'd be too much if they didn't.
Right. Well, that's half an hour of identify spells there, a little bit more. So I know Dane was sneaking in a short rest, so that gives me time, but Rondon may be doing stuff during all of that.
Yeah, so
Sorry, Nick.
Bless you.
So Rondon, you are outside, just well, you're
I'm
essentially
like-
like picking up and like shoveling bits outside.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm dragging it like a good distance away at least, just so that like we don't have to be right next to the bodies, or like it's right outside of our main base.
Isn't there still just a pile of rubbish outside that we hauled out?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just toss it in the pile of rubbish.
To be dealt with later.
We need to
burn
go
these,
back to
right?
Berkshire and get that thing from the sewers and have it come eat our trash.
Oh yeah. Otiug.
the Odigu. Or Odie. Odie.
Odie.
Yeah.
How would you like a job?
I'll take it.
Bet. Anyways, yeah. I guess sorry, I'm thinking about this.
That was a sentence.
It was a heck of a sentence.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's how my brain works. Yeah, I'll just like drag them as far enough away that like out of sight, out of mind, but also like but not too far away from the base. And then I'll start digging one giant hole for the both of these bodies.
All right. It takes you a while to kind of get that going, just because they're pretty large and you've got to drag them, and it's I mean, you're gonna make a mess regardless because you're dragging them. So there's just this like this black streak going across the audience chamber.
I think I'll get to this later. Just clean up the blood that is. And then yeah. Then start shoveling out a hole.
Okay, so Dane, you go ahead and you clean out one of the rooms and prepare it for Eldert Ambrose. After a while, it seems presentable. It's not the cleanest, like you said before. You basically live in ruins right now.
Yeah.
And so after some time, the room is presentable. There really isn't much in the way of like a clean mattress or sheets, but it seems like it'll work for now.
Man, if only we had prestidigitation.
What is the what's the moon phase at the moment? Last time we saw it.
The moon phase is. Let me open up my calendar. Well, I guess sometime would have passed now, so the sun would have set, and as you see the moon kind of cresting over the horizon. Let me go to. It is a waxing gibbous, so it is mostly showing at the moment.
Dang it. Dang it, 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 dang it.
Wait. You can use your Dane bots to help you fix up the room a little bit. So it's even more presentable. Put them
Yeah,
clean.
that's what's been going on.
Oh, gotcha.
Good thinking, though. Good thinking, though. Because we think the same. Okay, I have to look at something if someone else has a thing in the meantime.
Shradaz is digging a hole. Good old-fashioned hole. Technology can never advance past this hole.
That's true.
And I think once I get done like digging and burying, I'd go back and to help out with the room making.
Okay. So at this time, you would go up and help Dane a little bit. In the meantime, Eric, you've got your hands full with some identified magic items, though they're not in the best shape ever. They would be, functional for their purposes. At this point, you can see that Aldert begins to approach the room as you are still preparing it, and says, "How goes the preparations?"
Well, good news is there's no draft in here, so you'll stay nice and warm throughout the night. And then we were working on these bed frames, and it feels. I started shaking the bed frames. It feels very sturdy at this point. I mean, again, we did just acquire this after it was sitting around for some time, so I think got the nicest room out of all of us.
Are you being truthful?
Yeah.
Make a persuasion
I haven't put any
check.
effort into my room yet, so
Yeah, literally zero effort for me too.
Make a persuasion check, Rondon. See if you can make him believe that what you're saying is credible, or at least make him feel better.
Yeah, persuasion is well. I only got a +1, so I think I can do this. Let's do this. Come on, right now. What does a 17 get me?
17, he says, I mean, I suppose I have looked at some of the other rooms in this place, and this does seem a little more presentory.
Yeah, you'd think after like, I don't know, how long have we been here? Quite some time. I would actually put some effort into our rooms. We've just been too busy. Everything around us.
if your work keeps you another night, I'll do my best to have a better mattress for you tomorrow.
Very well. I will unload some of my things here and get to work as soon as possible then.
In the meantime, would you like some dinner? I mean,
Oh,
it's been a
yes.
minute.
Please, I'm starved.
Okay, spiced potatoes it is.
Oh,
Okay.
your original recipe, right?
Yeah, yes, my original recipe that I made myself. I've been fine-tuning this for years.
Give me half an hour run done. Start the potatoes, but I'll be back with more.
Yes, you betcha. My original potatoes.
And I will step outside, and I will monster shape into a rockling.
Okay.
I'm just
For-
gonna go find like
For those
a
who don't,
deer.
for the uninitiated, what is that?
Oh, so Brandon worked up a super OP druid homebrew subclass where my wild shapes are monstrosities instead of beasts. It's too much, but he won't nerf it. So.
Well, for the uninitiated who don't know what a rockling is.
Oh, a rock. Got it. My bad. Rockling is a baby rock because it's smaller and not as deadly. A rock is a giant bird.
Oh,
No,
thought it was a pebble.
Yeah.
I thought it was a wrestler slash actor.
Dwayne
Slash
the
rapper.
Walk.
The walk.
You know, I heard it's all about drive and it's all about power. And you know, after that fight, we are pretty hungry. We can devour.
We can devour. So I'm just gonna go find a deer. Or
Okay.
some sort of game.
You're going
that
hunting
would be
then.
enough. I'm going hunting.
Okay. Gotcha. And you head out into the darkness. As the sun has now set, the moon is up, however, so as you venture outward, you don't find any animals on the inside of the fort. So you have to venture.
I expected I'd have to.
You have to venture outward. So this will take you several hours. You may have to expend another wild shape depending on your roll.
Okay.
Because it's like 5 hours, right? I think it's like half your level, your duration.
Oh, the wild shape. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and just make for me a I'll need 2 rolls from you. I'll just need a general survival check and then a
Okay.
perception check.
Okay. Survival +5. That's a 21 on the survival.
Okay, and the second roll?
And then does a keen sight give me advantage on the
Yes.
perception?
Yep.
Okay. 28.
Excellent. So it takes you about as long as the wild shape would last for you to go hunt and retrieve the game.
Okay.
So the spicy potatoes probably would be, more than finished and everyone would have eaten by the time you get back, unless you're wanting to hold off the meal until that time.
I mean, Dane's bringing breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next day. The potatoes are a meal themselves.
Okay, yeah. So everyone fills their bellies with the potatoes as Dane returns.
Just like my mom made. I love these.
Yeah. Huh.
Weird. Your mom made spicy potatoes too? So strange. And then as you see Dane coming up, like, don't worry, I saved you a plate. I got it resting by the fire so that.
Well, the first thing you'd
Same.
notice is a large thump on the outside of the audience chamber.
Oh, sorry.
It was like the corpse of the deer, just like, just.
Well, better go check out what that weird noise was.
It turns into like Evil Dead, where the deer like turns around and goes, ah.
He opens the door and I just got my wings spread and I'm just screaming. Just
scream back.
Roll for initiative.
And then I didn't shape.
Oh, should at least give us some warning.
It took a bit longer than I expected. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. Let's go. Let's field dress this and quickly hang it up so that we can have some meat tomorrow.
Aye, let's.
Perfect.
And
We drag it to the kitchen.
I will assist Rondon with that process.
Excellent.
Just
Also-
make more blood to clean up, but we anyways. Go on.
You two carry the deer, and it's really, between the two of you, Rondon's putting in most of the effort, but it's still mostly like a dragging of this thing because it's massive. And so you begin to move it down, unless you want to choose, like, use another wild shape to, like, turn into something that could carry it a little easier, but...
I'll expend a giant's might just to because that gives me advantage on strength, so...
Sure. And that'll make you, about the same size as it, so you can carry it much easier, too.
Yeah.
What kind of deer did I get?
It's like an
A
elk.
good one.
All right. Cool.
It's the best.
It's a big old thing.
You're talking like moose size.
Meese.
Nice. All right. I'm here for it. Let's party.
Plenty of meat. for
There are
the day.
bigger deer in this game than in real life, Tyler.
Prove it.
Show me.
Where's your receipts?
I just put a picture of a deer on screen and just make it really big.
I just mentioned you.
Yeah, oh shit! Look how big it is. Eventually, you take it to the kitchen. I won't have you roll for this because I'm sure that these are skills that you would have, at least maybe more Rondon than Dane would, living in the actual woods for a longer period of time. But preparing and dressing and all of that. Eventually, you have meat that could last you for a while, though you have no proper way to preserve it.
Well, if you'd only fix our fridge. It's
I'm gonna
callback
go
joke.
hunting for some salt.
You fact wild salt. Frog.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah! And you come down. And the little baby salts hop away.
But if we're downstairs, and that's how they used to just store meat, they'd put a subterranean vessel that they'd put stuff in because it's always a constant.
There are also things
Cooler
to
temperature.
absorb moisture, and they would sometimes cure the meat and
Right. It's not gonna last for weeks.
No.
We could probably get it, overnight.
right. But eventually you do have reserve stores that you could cook with. You do still have some food that you took from the Timbers residence, but it is running a little low.
Yeah, might have to take a trip to Tenebrim again to fill our fridge. That if only it could be fixed again.
Who are you yelling to?
What's his name? The artificer.
Oh.
His name escapes me.
Eldert Ambrose. Ambrose for short.
Ambrose. That's right.
Super off topic. D&D Beyond has a thing with short rests now that you can like mark off how many hit die you want to use, and then like it rolls for you and applies the changes.
Oh, that's excellent.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's slick.
like that.
Yeah. Anyway,
Over the course of some time of you, preparing and just, roaming about the fort and doing,
things.
just things. Another tremor seems to shake the ground. And so you can once again hear the clattering of stone and the falling of dust as the entire edifice begins to shake, and these violent tremors threaten to knock you off your feet.
Yes. As they stop, quickly run up to Amber's like, "You okay?" Like, run upstairs and everything.
Well, at this point, since 5 hours have passed, he's been in the basement.
Oh. Run upstairs anyways. You okay? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He's not in the room.
Please.
He's dead!
Where'd he go? This is all. Is there 2 more? Run back downstairs. Dane, where did he go?
He's in the basement.
Oh, thank goodness. Let's go check on him, see what's happening.
Yeah, maybe he made that happen. Maybe it's supposed to happen, but just in case, probably good to check on him.
Agreed. And we'll go check on him.
Okay. You begin to head back down into the machine room. And you enter and you see the 3 automatons working and moving things just with purpose, it seems, within the room. You can see that Aldert Ambrose is using the mechanical wings that are affixed to his back via some kind of vest to fly to different places in the room. The machinery that he is working on, seemingly grabbing different parts from the ground and moving up and adjusting them. You can still hear the whirring of machinery and the sparks that this machine gives off. It seems very busy as you walk in and just witness this.
Did you cause the tremors, or is this just a side effect of the machine being fixed?
You can see that they turn to you and they say, "It's very fascinating. It does seem to be a product of the machine. However, I haven't quite figured out what yet. I'm still trying to understand this. This seems to be very, very, very old. And so, while I am getting to know it and I'm fixing some pieces, it seems as though there are mechanical components that are missing. Possibly some kind of conductors or pieces that would make the machine go together."
Eric's running back upstairs to the hidden office and gonna grab the pieces of metal that we found up there and bring them down.
He's like talking and he's like, "Oh, okay, I guess people just leave mid-sentence then."
Yeah, we are famous for doing that, and I just start walking out. As I'm just kidding. That'd be rude.
Did someone leave mid-sentence?
Yeah, it's your friend who was right there behind you. Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know if these are what you're looking for, but we found these. Does this help?
You present to him an assorted amount of mechanical components, most of them which are rusted, but one that seems to be almost like a chrome texture. It seems perfectly pristine. through the passage of time. You can see his eyes light up, and he reaches his hand over and inspects it and says, "This is what we needed." And he quickly flies over to a part of the machine. And you can feel once again the tremors begin to violently shake the chamber and everything around you. And suddenly there is this almost like a titanic tremor that shifts everything in the room. You go flying like 3 feet to the left, just randomly, almost as if the ground itself shifted from beneath you. You can see all of the automatons just like spin through the air.
Hold on, little trash can, I got you.
And as the tremors settle, there is no more sparking. And the machine doesn't make any more noise, though it appears to be running smoothly.
Is that it? Did you fix it?
Well, yes and no. This appears to be one part of the machine, as I've figured out.
What more do we need?
Well, it would be somewhere beyond that. Points to the end of the room where there is this menacing prismatic doorway.
Was this always there? Did we just not notice this?
I mean, we've spent some time investigating it, Rondon.
Hold on. Sometimes I'm not certain you're actually in the room with us.
Wait, how can I hear you guys? I'm just in the kitchen.
Has that always been there, chopping potatoes?
As it stands now, the machine is running, albeit not perfectly. If you don't want the machine to overload and cease to function, you will only be able to run it for 6 days and 1 rest.
6 on, 1 off, 6 on, 1 off. That
Correct.
okay.
Like a Sabbath.
I'm sorry?
Come again?
I'm sorry, I've never met them before.
And on that day, it'll be very dark. It'll be a black Sabbath.
Well, that's very interesting. Do you think this machine uses AC and DC current?
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight. We've enjoyed having you. Those of you who are still here, those of you who stopped by, and those of you who watch our stuff after the fact, we've enjoyed having you.
So sudden. You didn't even tell us.
Our sponsor for tonight was
Foxes in your screen. Foxes.
Oh, yeah.
No. Back.
the Fox. This YouTube thumbnail.
Oh my.
Everyone else make a face.
Huh?
All right, we got it.
Okay, yeah.
As well, if you like the artwork that you see that's on the screen, you know, you've got the characters right below me that shift between me, Mike, and Tyler. I think I pointed in all the right directions. That was done by Donnie Durdunkleton. If you just do the command artist in the chat, you'll see all the handles for the contributing artists. Like I said, Donnie Durdunkleton on Twitter, Donnie Durdunk. That's his Twitter handle. We got Molly Taniguchi at Tanny Maichi on Insta. Offbeat World, Stephanie Brown on Offbeat World is her Insta handle as well. The music is done by or the Dungeon Maestro Aiden Chan. You can find them on YouTube, Insta, I believe, and Twitter, all at Dungeon Maestro.
I think I added music.
Yeah, so
There we go.
Yeah. Perfect. So check them out, give them a listen. They've done some great music for, I think they've also done some Critical Role stuff, or at least fan stuff. I can't recall, but either way, if you like them, give them a follow, and if you are so inclined, commission them. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess to chime in with the Critical Role stuff, Aiden helped like organize. There was what was it called? It was like a big collaboration amongst a bunch of composers to do like a bunch of Critical Role themed things. I can't remember what it was called, but he was like one of the heads of the process, I think.
Oh, nice.
It was really neat.
Very cool, Aiden.
Yeah. But enough about Critical Role and our D&D show.
Yeah. Subscribe to us. Follow us. We're
Never heard of them. What are you guys talking about?
Crit who?
But yes. Thank you all so much for watching. Farewell. Oh, hold on. I forgot to turn the fox off. Farewell and have a pleasant tomorrow.
Bye.